Hey guys, what's up? It's Paul. Today, on this episode of Toys in Motion, we're going to be taking a look at one of the baddest Minotaurs ever to come into the toy realm. This guy is from the Combatants. This is a fight for glory. This is KASOS. KASOS the Crusher. Man, this guy is huge. Now, we're going to be looking at his brother over here, Thalos, in the next video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, because these two figures, even though they go together as brothers, they are so spectacular and the detail on them is so different that they each deserve their own video. This one is going to be all about this guy, the Crusher. He is freaking awesome. Let's just take a quick look at the box. He has a nice little write-up there about the figure. Back of the box, very impressive photo. Side of the box, equally as impressive. This guy looks fantastic in his packaging. And even if you were going to sit him on your shelf, man, he is a lot to look at just through the box. I mean, damn, they did such a good job with this figure. And let me tell you, it is huge. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's very heavy. It feels like it's a high quality figure. I am so blown away by the detail in this guy and what they did. And you know, a lot of the bigger figures, they're hard to get posable, because there's only so much you can do to maintain a certain look of the figure and not distort the arms and the muscles and everything. The Diamond Select Hulk behind me, if you caught that video, he's a great example. But just like Diamond Select Hulk over there, they are so fun to pose, and he looks so damn good. And this guy, I think, is going to be more posable. We're going to take a look at this guy in detail. We're going to look at all the different things he comes with. We're going to check out every cool ass thing about this figure, and we're going to compare him to like the Diamond Select Hulk. We're going to compare him to like a Mythic Legion's Half Giant, because they're in that same size. We're going to do some fights with some Mythic Legions and see how well this guy poses up. So I'm excited as hell. Let's get over to the table, rip this guy open, and have a really good look at him. So here is a look at KASOS. Oh man, okay. Where to begin? The packaging is really nice, and this guy is not wire tied in. He's just held in with clamshells. It's so nice to see, and they did such a great job with the packaging on him. Now this figure has a beautiful feel. He does weigh a ton. He's heavy, but he feels so nice and like really nice quality on this guy. Everything about him is so impressive to see in person. Wow. So many neat things. These little guys slide on and off. These little horn cuffs. So they're not there permanently. If you turn them upside down, you could lose them. That's one reason why I mentioned it first. But super cool that the detail, like you can have them on there, or you can take them off, whatever you want. This guy, let's take a quick look at the movement on him. His legs, double knee kind of thing. So smooth. Oh my goodness. When you move his leg, it has just such a beautiful feel of just quality. So tight, he can swivel, which I love. He's got pivot in his ankles, so you can really adjust the feet nice. He has a nice range of movement there. Again, you could turn those legs out. His hips really kick back nice and go forward nice. You can really bring his leg quite high. That's pretty damn good. Little bit of a squeak. He is such a nice feeling figure. His waist and everything turns and pivots. The way he can twist really makes it dynamic. He can lean way back and even standing, just fine. And he kind of leans forward nice. His shoulders, he's got really nice range of movement in his shoulders. His arms kick way back. He has like movement in the bicep here. Then he also, you can, if you hold that tight, you can twist his arm here. His wrist moves, and he's got good wrist action. These come off, so you could remove his gauntlets if you wanted to have him be more of a bare-armed Minotaur. Don't want to get confusing. Look at his back. Look how nice they did. These pieces are beautiful. They did a nice job. They're not too stiff or anything. They have a nice feel to them. Love that sculpt that they did on that guy. The back, everything about him is just so nice. The belt and everything has, it's more of a waist piece. It's such a nice quality on that. I am so blown away. Just the level of quality on these guys. I think that'd pop off if you tugged on it a little bit. It looks like it's on a ball. Yeah, it is. It's a little ball thing there. So nice. The chain, nice little chain. Everything about this guy is so good. Look at that face. He's got nice head movement too. And he can look up and down just to a pretty nice extent. Look at those eyes. Check this out now. Rah. Isn't that nice? You know, they did a really good job with that. You can barely see where it is in the finished product. Look at that. It blends so well when it's closed. The paint on this guy is fantastic as well. Look at the detail in that face and the eyes. Yeah, this guy is really nice. Check out the skull and such in his belt. You can even see like the distinction in the buckles. So this guy is just really a nice figure. I am dying to pose this guy up. But before we do, let's take a look at his other set of feet he comes with. So you can see that, and then look, he has swivel there, and it pivots as well. So this is the where it connects into the ankles down there, which will actually give him a little bit more height too. Now these feel pretty good. Hard to tell if it's going to be just as easy or not to pose him with these feet as the other ones. The feet, the sculpt on his feet are really nice. I mean, he looks really good the way they did this. So it's going to come out right there. I might have to heat this up a little bit before I break another one. Nope, it's coming out. There we go. I didn't even have to heat it up. So there is that. And then that will just go in there. Pretty easy. Now it has that kickback look too. It's pretty wild looking. Give him a little knee bend. Let's just take a look. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. He definitely, you can see the height difference there between that. And you have to stand on his tippy toe to match this thing. It's almost like a high heel kind of look. They feel good. Like I'm balancing them pretty well just on his toe and this one hoof. Let's kick this one. Let's try this one here. Oh yeah, that one was even easier to pull out. And again, it shake the table a little bit, sticking that in there. So there he is with the two hooves. Oh wait, did I? This one. Yep, yeah. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, let's check his balance out and see how he stands. He's a little... Let's see. There we go. Look at that. Pretty damn nice. Man, that added a lot of height to him, too. You can see where his feet were. His ankle's clear there. It's down there. Let's see. Let's take a look at how tall this guy is with the hooves on. So we're looking at 10.5 inches. So let's take a look at the other things he comes with. He has fist hands that he comes with, nicely done. And he has these open hands. And then, of course, he comes with the hands that hold the weapon. I popped his one hand off almost by accident. It came off pretty easy. So I switched just to see how that hand would look. Comes, they come off real smooth, real easy. They don't fall off easy, but if you give them a little bit of a twist, they pop off, and there is the whole thing. So you get a look at his forearm. He is jacked. Look at that. That's such a nice sculpt, though. And again, if you want to switch out their pieces or customize them, you can always do that with these guys. He does fall. He's a little more forward falling with the small feet. So there is that. He also comes with this big double-sided battle axe. Very nicely done. The detail on it, really cool. It's a great shape on that. Oh, and he's falling again. Yeah, so with the hooves, he definitely is a little more forward falling. You got to really watch. You can see he wants to take a dive already. I'll probably, although I like the hooves a lot, and I'm glad they included them, I'm going to do some pictures of him with the hooves, but I think for the fight scene, I may end up switching back to his feet again, just because he gets a better balance. This thing goes on pretty good, and you get a look at how he looks holding this. Beautiful. Really nice. And the weapon is a nice weight, that it's not too heavy, that it's going to want to weigh him down or anything. So this guy is amazing. I absolutely think he is just so impressive, and he's just a fantastic figure. And again, really nice quality on him. I am so impressed. So I am dying. Let's get some pictures of him and see how he looks next to everyone else. This guy is freaking awesome. I can't believe how much I love this action figure. He is perfect to me. As far as a giant Minotaur could go, I can't imagine you could do much better. He is such a solid, well-painted, well-sculpted figure, and the armor and everything that went into this guy is just perfect. You know, to me, that head sculpt is like classic Dungeons and Dragons. He looks so much like what a Minotaur should. And even the way the horns are and the way they painted him, damn, I just love this guy. The detail in that painting on his face, you know, it comes through in those pictures. He's such an intimidating figure. I did a lot of pictures of him this time because no matter how I posed him, I was so surprised by how good he looked. I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful picture. Oh, look at that. And with that big battle axe and that silver, how it catches the light, this figure was just awesome to photograph. You know, when I did the fight scene with the Valiant Knight, I didn't use any stands or anything. I just had this guy balanced, and I would put the Valiant Knight's helmet around his hand, and he was able to hold the guy up for both of those pictures when I had him like this, and then when I jacked him way up to do the body slam, he had no problem bouncing and holding that figure like that. And to me, that's a lot of fun because that really shows what you can do with this action figure. You know, the articulation on this guy is really well done. They did such a good job with giving him such a great range of motion and yet keeping all those joints looking good and hiding them in some respects under the armor and just in the overall design. You know, I was a little bit concerned about ordering this figure because of his high price point. He's not a cheap figure, but he is really done well with amazing quality, and I really can't say enough good things about him. I was so surprised. It really makes me happy that I also have his brother and also the Red Rhino from the Combatants. Two figures, same scale, same kind of figure. So impressive looking. Make sure you look for those videos because there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff going on in them. Those figures are awesome. I'm so happy that I'm able to bring these figures to you guys. I know a lot of people already got them and they're raving about them. Did you order them? Do you want to order them now that you hear all the hype and everybody's excited about them when you see these pictures? Does that change your mind if you were on the fence? Let me know. I'm dying to hear. Tell me in the comments because I almost didn't get them. But there was a part of me that was like, I cannot not get these guys because I have to do videos on them to show you guys. Because these are pretty special in the realm of figures. I mean, there's a lot more companies making figures now, and they're doing these big ones. There's a lot of companies making orcs and things like that. But something about these Minotaurs, man, and the Combatants are an amazing toy company. You know, they are top tier. So it's always fun to do a review on Combatants, man. I got to get more of them. So thank you all for watching the video. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. I mean, I got a lot of cool stuff. I got more custom things coming. I'm going to be doing some custom weapons for him and his brothers. Couple really spectacular blades and war hammers and things like that for these guys because the figures are so much fun. And I just want to create a few like really wicked weapons that they can have to accessorize themselves with a little more. So keep an eye out for those. I'll be using these guys in pictures in a lot of the videos in the future. And I'll be showing off some of those weapons. And then they're going to live right behind me on that shelf. Because these guys are like amongst my favorite figures now, and they look so damn impressive in the photos. You know, every time I would pose them up and look at it, I would just be blown away by how impressive they look in film, on camera, sitting on your shelf. These guys are just awesome. So thank you very much for allowing me to show you these guys. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time on Toys in Motion.
It is a beautiful day to be a Viking.